A customer of mine owns one of these underwater child tandem, they call it. It's set up for 3 passengers, including the rider, and with a baby seat on the back and a trailer behind that. This person routinely has 5 people on this bike. We've had a lot of difficulty with rear wheels holding up on it, so we've gone looking for a solution. And that solution is to convert it to a 48-hole wheel from a 36. Now the first step was to do a mock-up. I chose to do it in cardboard just for a proof of concept. So I did some measuring and angle finding and hole poking, and then we did a fit up to a hub shell that was identical to the one that we were going to be building this wheel on. And yeah, since it seemed to look like it was going to work out, we went ahead with getting the steel flanges made. So these flanges I had made up at machine shop, and so basically what it is, it's a 36-hole ring here and a 18-hole ring rather, and 24-hole around the outside, so we can adapt it to a 48-hole rim. So now we have to, because the 18-hole circle is at 20-degree separation, the 24-hole circle is at 15 degrees separation. So you have to find a place where clocking the flange correctly aligns them for the other side, because they have to be offset, of course. So we need to have the spoke holes in this flange exactly lined up to the center of the spoke holes in the other flange, and that looks to be it right about there. So we'll bolt it down and go from there. All right, so we've got it offset just about perfectly. Yeah, so we'll bolt her down there. So we're using 3mm flathead screws here. I had to enlarge the spoke holes just a little bit to accommodate the screws, but not by much. And of course, the flanges were countersunk to accommodate the flatheads. I just have to go around and tighten up 18 bolts. Probably could have got away with not using bolts in all the holes, but since we're going for maximum strength, why not? All right, wheel is built. Now we built it with 13 gauge straight gauge spokes, the 2.3mm. 48 spokes, even with the even with the 48 spokes. Normally, you'd go like a 4-cross or maybe even a 5-cross with a normal size flange, but with the 120mm flange, 2-cross was the most we could go. And even at that, the spokes are a little bit beyond parallel there. The entry angle is about 7 degrees, which is pretty well maxed out, particularly for these large 13 gauge nipples, because there's no wiggle room at all. You set them in the hole, they don't pivot very much at all because they fill the hole. Anyway, yeah, so with that wide bracing angle on the spokes and everything, yeah, it should be a very strong, robust wheel. Hope it holds up.